We are back once again. Please do not harass the people we talk about in these videos. Like always, there's another creep to talk about today. This one is a little different though because they have been a content creator since all the way back in 2008. So I'm sure you can imagine there's a lot about them all over online. And unfortunately for them, that includes a deep history of them grooming for years. We are of course talking about Miss Breezy Kawaii, with her previous online alias, Captain Baz. They are a 35-year-old trans content creator here on YouTube who started out making Splatoon and other Nintendo content, but have recently moved into VRChat. They were also previously married, in which they had 3 children during that relationship, which, knowing what we are about to cover today, is pretty bad. Now, there is a literal heap of evidence to cover today. So buckle in, this is going to be a long ride, most of which consists of Discord screenshots. But that being said, I'll only be covering 4 of the 8 victims this monster has sunk their greasy little claws into, for both mine and your guys' sanity's sake. But even so, there is a lot to go over. But don't you worry, like all predators, they have been reported to the appropriate authorities, and hopefully won't be able to victimize any more people. Let's start off with the testimony of the first victim and how their brief relationship with Baz, Breezy, Bryce, whatever they go by now, had affected them mentally. So, as you can see, even though at the time of these messages, it has been 2 years since their encounter with this predator, they, like most victims of monsters like this, were left with lasting mental pain regarding what this monster had put them through, which is why people like Breezy deserve to be locked up for good. It's immeasurably damaging for someone during the time in their life where their brain is developing, go through stuff like the stuff that this predator was putting these poor individuals through. And like most creeps, once they feel that they are losing grip on their victims, Breezy went straight to personal attacks, doing everything in their power as an adult to further inflict mental pain on this poor cupcake. It's genuinely painful to see people like this still have a platform. And here's their recollection of Breezy's predatory comments towards their still developing body, which left them self-conscious as they continued to grow older. Just another example of the lasting effects that these sick creeps have on their victims. So now we'll go into victim number 2. This will be a prime example of how these sick individuals keep their victims around through mentally abusive tactics, such as the tactic of love bombing them into thinking they truly care about them. Really sickening stuff. So of course, Breezy in this screenshot tries to play the victim, being like, "Oh, I feel like I'm pushing you away," etc. So the actual victim in this situation blatantly tells them that they are tired of them and the stress that their connection to Breezy is giving them. And if you guessed Breezy wouldn't leave this person alone after this, and would continue to love bomb them in attempts to keep their grasp on them, you would have been right. Wild to see them bring God into this, because if there is a heaven and a hell, I bet that he's got a special place downstairs for people like you, Breezy. Also, bringing their own issues onto this victim as some sort of pity ploy is disgusting. "Oh, I got a divorce so I know you can get through this." I'm glad Breezy's wife left them. I can only imagine how manipulative they were in that relationship. She's probably way better off without this creep around. Here you can see Breezy actively trying to use the victim's recent breakup as a ploy to get them to be with them. Because yeah, this 30-year-old definitely wants what's best for a cupcake. It's so disgusting. And yet, even more love bombing in attempts to secure themselves this cupcake. Gross stuff all around. I will always respect you, yet doesn't respect that they were told in the first place that they were done. With the stress that you bring on them, shows how little they actually respect this victim. Like always, they only have one thing on their mind, and that's securing themselves a cupcake by any means necessary. I don't even have much to say about this picture. The anime picture says it all. Obviously a cupcake in that picture. Breezy, you truly make me sick. And lastly, even more disgusting love bombing. and them mentioning how they want to move on to be a father to their children. Some sick pity ploy. If you ever go through something like this, and you are a cupcake, just know that monsters like this really never have your feelings or well-being in mind. They are demented individuals who deserve to be locked away for good. I hope you guys are ready for this next one, because it is a lot. This is what happens when Breezy thought that they had their greasy claws deep in a cupcake. It makes me sick just thinking about some of the things said in these screenshots. There are over 50 of them to go over. So this is going to be a gut-wrenching ride. So to preface these photos, these are from 5 years ago, when Breezy, aka Baz, at the time was 30. And these messages are between him and someone over half his age. Obviously, for YouTube reasons, I can't directly say the age, but you get the gist. This convo alone makes me think that they should be sent to Guantanamo Bay. And like I said, really horrid stuff. I will never understand what makes individuals like Breezy feel that this sort of actions towards a cupcake would be okay. And with this photo, get even more love bombing. It really seems to be their signature move at this point. And here they are telling them to keep quiet about their conversation. Shows that Breezy knew that they were actively in the wrong for this horrible activity. And to you, Breezy, I've been having visions of you and your future in a nice cozy jail cell. A reoccurring theme with this victim that you will notice throughout these screenshots, that Baz was actively wanting them, a cupcake, run away and move into his home as a 30-year-old man. This photo is honestly haunting to look at. The fact that this grown 30-year-old thinks it's okay to try to steal this cupcake away, insisting that they won't tell anyone. I hope the worst for you, Breezy. Very obvious that Bryce or Breezy has little to no interest in waiting. Just like I can't wait for you to face the real-life repercussions of your actions. You deserve a life sentence for all the people that you've victimized. They then proceed to expose themselves to this victim, then double back and claim that, oh, the photo was an accident. We all know that it was no accident, and that you were just a disgusting, vile creep. Yet another message of him obsessing over the prospect of victimizing a literal cupcake IRL, while at the same time actively telling them to keep their mouths shut about it. I hate you so damn much, Breezy. And I'm sure you can guess what's underneath this black blob. I personally need to bleach my eyes after viewing this image. And here's a photo of him telling the cupcake that he knows better than the cupcake that they were interested in, and that he can take care of their desires. Well, my only desire is to see you locked up. Hope you can manage to take care of that for me, Breezy. I really appreciate it. And here we see more of him objectifying this cupcake despite the fact that they're obviously interested in somebody else. Maybe, Breezy, instead of wishing you were a cupcake once again, you could, I don't know, maybe you could go after somebody your own age. Him in this photo actively asking for a slice of cheese pizza. I hope they search this monster's hard drives, because who knows what kind of depraved stuff they're going to find when they do. I know personally with this photo, I really don't. I'd honestly rather see anything else. Really, anything else other than that shrimp that you're referring to. I really don't know who this Tiffany person that's brought up in this photo is, but knowing Breezy or Baz's track record. Probably another cupcake that they're attempting to victimize at the same time. And in this picture, you see Baz really saying the quiet part out loud with this one. As you can see here, that picture that he, big air quotes, accidentally sent earlier was no accident. He was testing the waters to see how far he could push it with his victim. Really disgusting to see. And to be honest with this one, I can't stop thinking of you locked away for life. I hope you enjoy being a felon and being on a registry for the rest of your miserable life. I know you guys can't see it, but trust me, in this photo, he looks like garbage. The only thing I can say to this is, why? Man, they are so creepy. We all know why you were saving these pictures of this cupcake. Really playing the mental games with this one. Going for the big pity points and straight back into being a goon or creepazoid. And once again, going back in looking for some cheese pizza. This shit is beyond gross, man. With this photo, friendly reminder, individual's 30 at this time, more than twice the age of the cupcake that he is speaking to. And with this, I really don't want to know what image 0.jpg is. Oh, would you look at that? This monster's back at it again with the manipulation tactics. With how often shit like this is showing up in these convos, they really gotta check this sick hard drives. I know for a fact that they're hiding something. All I've gotta say with this one is no, just a whole lot of no. Oh, would you look at that? Him actively implying that he is this cupcake's boyfriend. And real quick, we'll go over a quick glimpse into how little this creep understands the concept of consent. In this image, he first pulls the glass move of lying about the victim's age when confronted about it, and then doubles back and tries to say, oh, it's okay, they willingly did it, which we all know how not okay that is. So I'm sure you guys hate Bryce, Breezy, or I guess Captain Baz's guts about as much as I do now. And like always, if you want to see more creeps like this exposed on the channel, leave a like, subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. As well as, we are super close to 4K subs now. Also, if you made it this far into the video, comment below on what you would think about me getting back into sharing the stories of players around VRChat. Don't worry, I'm still going to keep reporting and exposing these creeps whenever I come across them. Just feel like it'd be nice to have a little bit of less negative content on the channel. Because I personally love hearing people's life stories, since a lot of people on the game have a lot of interesting tales to tell. But I hope you guys have a great night, which is a big ask after watching all the horrible shit that we went through. But bye bye.